Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is where you are. We hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another episode of I Could Be Wrong, but I Doubt It. My name is Fresh. We're thankful that you decided to join us today. We're going to jump right into it, man. I'd like to introduce my partner, who is a connoisseur of all things cultural. He's my partner, the podcast crime. Reg, what is the deal? Super pimping.
Fresh, I hadn't seen you since the last time I saw you, brother. What's up with the Louisville, bro?
You know what it is, man.
Represent the native land.
Yeah, I'm a Louisville native, bro. Had to represent for them cards, man. You know how it is.
Hey, man, I'm a big Muhammad Ali fan, and I was just thrilled to go and visit his house, man.
Yeah, man. It's
when I went, so much respect.
Appreciate it. Hey, but check it out, man. Before my schoolmates try to call me out on some shit, I grew up in Chattanooga, Tennessee. People, I went to school in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Buddy?
Yeah,
they gonna get you.
They'll get me, man. I have friends from elementary school and high school. All my friends are in Chattanooga, Tennessee. But I spent the first few years of my life in Louisville, and tons of family still there.
Yeah,
grew up on Louisville basketball as a kid, and that's just what it is. Back in the days of Darryl Griffith, Jerry Eves.
This is before the scandal.
Yeah, this was before Money Cash Hoes University.
Right.
Before Cash Hoes University. Yeah, right. So yeah, I'm a Louisville Cardinals basketball fan. Even through the Money Cash and the hoes, it's still Louisville Cardinals basketball.
And the football too, right? You were rocking with Lamar.
Yeah. I rock with them, man. I rock with them. So,
no doubt.
But yeah, that's what it is, man. But I go to Louisville. The funny thing is, man, I go to Louisville, man, and I still kind of get lost because of the way it's not like it was when I was when I was younger and I used to visit all the time. But Chattanooga is I know like the back of my hand, man. So that's kind of where that's where all my meaningful friendships are have formulated from back there. So
no doubt.
So I don't want the email or the comments be like, you from Chattanooga, you from
yeah. About to lose your card on this one.
I know, but I mean, everybody know that I got love for Chattanooga, man. That's just what it is.
But man, one thing I just want to make sure we get on the table real quick is the Super Bowl and how my prediction just sort of happened to fall in line. Even the score.
Well, I got the score half right too, man. If you put it out there like that, man. I said 35-31 Chiefs. Tampa Bay did have 31.
Yep, and I said 31-24. That was crazy. That was crazy, but
crazy, man. That is crazy. But yeah, Tom Brady and his MAGA loving ass, man. Everybody got real short memory. I forgot he's a supporter.
Yeah. Well, but he was at least, and not sticking up for this guy, but at least he was consistent with his message. Unlike Breeze was talking some foul shit, and then he tried to clean it up. Brady just like, I'm just Brady, man. But outside of Brady, we all know who really won that game. It was defense. That's what got him there. Man, you see they all black. The whole staff is black. Head coach, assistant coaches, and of course the coordinators.
Women on the staff too, man. So
the team is right. The team is black. I mean, I don't know. It felt good, but they exposed Kansas City to me, man. To the extent where I still give Mahomes props and for being a good player. They got a good team, good coaching as well, but they expose how to really play them on defense, man.
But this ain't an NFL show, but I am gonna say this. I knew, and I just couldn't get online and change my video, but I knew Kansas City was gonna lose when they had the dude starting on the offensive line that was starting for the Carolina Panthers that year that Denver beat them. That dude was going up against Von.
Von.
I think his name was Mike Rimmer or something like that. He made Von Miller the MVP, and he made whoever was across from him on Tampa look like an MVP too. That dude is that Ole Matador type of blocking scheme. That's what that was.
Yeah, come and get it.
So shout out to Mike Rimmer for giving away 2 Super Bowls. But nonetheless,
so
I was real happy for all the brothers and sisters on the Tampa Bay coaching staff, man. I mean, that's really how things should be. And the only one thing I'll say about, because I read a couple comments about, they had to get a white guy to lead them, on the field, Jameis Winston, blah, blah, blah. I will say this. This is what I will say to that. In the NFL or any professional sports, there's a certain amount of discipline, and there's a certain amount of focus that it takes. Jameis Winston didn't have that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, Tom Brady does. It's just like, you got to give it up to people that know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
And this particular instance, I mean, Tom Brady knows what the fuck he's doing on the football field. Jameis Winston didn't.
Yeah. He can rock. He can just walk into the locker room and just.
He has cachet, man. It's like you got the cachet to be able to do that. It's like he comes in with 6 rings. Nobody else has any. They're like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? So
like how that. Yeah.
Right. So so shout out to him for having, from a football perspective. I mean, you're taking the personal shit out of it, man. From a football perspective, I mean, there's, for somebody that grew up, I'll put you like this: for somebody that had his heart broken by Terry Bradshaw twice when they beat Dallas. He's a 4-time Super Bowl winner, but nobody ever talks about him being the greatest quarterback ever. The only person that they would talk about would be Joe Montana. Beyond that, and then we're gonna move on. I mean, he has to be the greatest winner in professional football. Other sports it's debatable. He's the GOAT. He's still a bitch ass for supporting Trump.
Yeah.
But
gotta recognize it. Yeah, unfortunately.
He'd go. All right,
man.
What
we're gonna get into today, man?
But let me tell you, man. I peruse, while I'm posting, stuff for the show, for the bourbon, for the clothing line and things like this. I come across I'm on social media a lot, especially since I got a little bit of downtime right now. On there a lot, man, and I see a lot of things on there. And one thing that I see is and it's kind of funny, and I don't mean to make fun of anybody's plight as a romantic plight or anything like that, but there's a lot of stuff online. I'll see women say, "Yeah, I'm gonna have a husband this year," or I'm gonna say this prayer and they're gonna get me a husband. I'm
all the time. Yeah.
Do this. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? You see a lot of this shit on there, and a lot of times I look at these profile pictures, and I'm just. And I'm like, that's why you don't. No, I'm just playing. But no, it really got me. It really got me thinking, because I feel like that from a presentation standpoint, those type of things really shouldn't be put out in cyberspace. I just don't feel like that. Advertising that you're lonely and single and whatever. I just think that the emotional cork needs to be put in some of these things. You know what I'm saying? It's social media is a place where you see so much stuff, but to me there are certain things that shouldn't actually go out there, and those type of things, I feel like that they shouldn't. And I know I'm a man talking about what women do, and women probably gonna try to rip me one for this, but listen to some of the other podcasts. You know exactly how pro woman I am. So, but we're gonna talk about today, and it's probably gonna piss a lot of people off, man. But we're gonna talk about what makes, since y'all trying to figure out how to get a husband, and praying for a husband, and you like, I can't wait to I'm gonna be my husband and my people to death. When I get married, women put a lot of shit out there. So since y'all do this, we got something for y'all today. What makes a woman attractive? Right? Okay, because I think we had a show. Oh man, I think, was it called? was like, what's a good woman or something like that? Because we had done what's a real man, and then we did something else for the women. I can't remember the show.
Yeah. That was in that first
First
year, if you will. Yeah.
So this is Get Your Shit Right 2.0. This get your, right. This Get Your Shit Right 2.0. So we go see what's up with it, man. And but yeah, this is what makes a woman attractive, and hopefully you got.
And we got 30 minutes to do this. That's a damn risk.
It might run a little bit longer, but we just try to make it a high level overview and not folks too long. Sure. So yeah, I mean, and these are, and I had to give the disclaimer, man. This is one of those things that can consider it just a conversation, because we're definitely not trying to be combative with with women and talk about things that it's not that kind of conversation. It's just really more free game, if you will. We had a previous show about alpha males or what is an alpha male. We consider it free game, and it's like, take it for what you will. It's subjective. We're not the end all and be all, but you got an opinion too.
That's right.
So I put you like this, man. I mean, first off, what really makes let me say this. There's a difference between being attractive, being pretty, and being beautiful. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, there's a.
I agree.
And I'm gonna break that down. I'm gonna break that down. So, and this is going, I guess, this will be scene one of the movie What Makes a Woman Attractive podcast. Let's talk about attraction. I mean, if you want to just break it down from its from its basic elements, what makes a woman attractive to a man is obviously within the eye of the beholder. Right. But me personally, should I like anything else that a man likes? You like certain shapes, you like certain colors, you like hairstyles, you like outfits, and to me, those vary from what I like, varies from day to day.
Yeah.
It is what it is on that. But I mean, I agree. That's such a high level overview of human interactivity. It's like attraction is fleeting. It changes direction.
It's like the wind, man.
Right. Yeah. Direction with the wind. So, it could be a lot of different things, because people, there's however many people there are on Earth, that's how many different levels of attraction there are.
Right.
That's as simple as that. So people sometimes they misconstrue what attraction really is. Attraction is the base level. It's the like, damn, you see that? Damn, you see that? That's the attraction. You
right.
Now, pretty, in my estimation, is basically what you do when you're not trying to cultivate a personal relationship or a romantic relationship. I got this saying, man, pretty is as pretty is as pretty does. You know what I'm saying?
So you're saying in terms of can a woman be naturally pretty versus trying to get pretty? Is that a distinction there, or am I off base?
I'm not quite sure what you're saying with that, but I will say that it's like I don't put any, I don't put any requirement as far as what a woman tries to do to make herself feel a certain way. What I'm saying that when all of that is done, whether whatever you're doing, whether it's wigs, lashes, makeups, Spanx, whatever the fuck it is. whatever you're doing to get to what you consider is
Mm.
pretty is just the starting line. It's what you do after that. To me, that in my eyes, and again, this is purely subjective. And it's what you do after that
Mm.
that makes you pretty or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you give people your ass to kiss all day because you think you're something that you may not be, that's not pretty. That's ugly. So,
Okay.
so you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like once you tie a bow on your package,
Mm-hmm.
what you do after that is what I look at, whether or not you're pretty or not. Excuse me. So
Okay.
and then there is the third level of it, which is just pure beauty. Beauty is how you operate within the things that you've been blessed with. You see what I'm saying? It's one of those things to where it's where the pretty wall or the facade, because to me pretty has a level of manufactured essence to it.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? You can fake pretty.
Yeah.
And you can fake attraction. Attraction is just going to take place. You can do some shit to kind of manipulate attraction. You can do shit to get you too pretty, but then you have to perform within that pretty realm. And then beautiful is when you strip all that shit away, is how you handle everything that you've been blessed with and everything that you have. And to me, that's just the word according to Fresh, man. So
that's like a hierarchy that you just took us through, is attraction to pretty to beauty.
Right.
Okay.
Because to me, beauty is not something that is you can't fake that. And I know there's a whole beauty industry. To me, that's the pretty industry.
Okay.
Because the reason why I say that, man, and I hope people feel me on this, and I'm making light of it, but I'm serious as fuck at the same time. The reason why I say that is because beauty doesn't have a makeup artist.
Yeah.
Pretty does.
Yeah.
Pretty is that package that you put together, and like I said, how you operate within that package is going to determine whether somebody says you're pretty or not. If you're beautiful, if you're really just absolutely beautiful, it's something that's coming from the inside.
It's innate, yeah.
Yeah, it's innate, and it doesn't matter what you really. Well, I mean, from an attraction standpoint, it matters what you look like, but from a beauty standpoint, it doesn't matter what you look like, because people are going to, just like we talked about in the alpha male episode, people are going to be a certain level of gravitational pull towards you, regardless of what you look like, and that's the beauty. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, so I'm not trying to complicate the shit, but to me, that's how I look at it, man. I'm talking too much, man. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm sitting here thinking about it because and that's why I was talking about pretty. Is that something that, and I'm not asking you, but I'm just sort of restating what I said. Is it when a woman makes herself pretty, or she's just naturally that way? And I don't mean natural from the way that like I woke up like this, not like that. I'm saying like there was really like beauty. In essence, I was saying that was really like beauty. Beauty is just something, it's there, you know it, you realize it, and I think beauty is something you sort of work to find out with a person, with a woman. She draws you, there's something magnetic between you and that person for whatever reason, right? And like you said, you're not really, she didn't have to be pretty to draw you there. It's just something you have in common, right? Oh, you like sport? Oh, that's my team too. You from Louisville? I mean, that's an immediate attraction. And so once that pairing is made, then it's like, okay, now is she pretty? Like, okay, now that you have my attention, do you hit me on that level? And then I'll even up you on this. You can probably skip over you can look past, maybe you said this in a way, you can look past pretty and find out this is a beautiful woman. She's just magnificent, you know, to whatever other qualities hit. She probably jumped over that pretty. So she got you from attraction. It's like, okay, maybe not as pretty as I would like or what I'm thinking, but damn it, she's a keeper, or she's worth having, being in my circle type of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I can flow with that, man. That's kind of what I'm saying. But I still think that the type of pretty that you mentioned in that particular example is still more on the attraction side. Because to me, you know, pretty is manufactured.
I see. Yeah.
It's kind of like the pretty and the attraction are they're separate, but they're kind of woven together because people do things to make themselves pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do to make yourself beautiful.
Okay, yeah, I can flow with that.
Either you there or you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, you know, pretty, man, you can run up and down Instagram and find pretty.
Yeah, yeah. Especially with these filters, these Snapchat filters, like, damn, your skin cleared up, you know, a little bit from last time I saw.
All that is pretty, man. It's like
it's catfish out here, man. It's catfish. But I tell you the simple word that I would say brings me into attraction with a woman. Man, she gotta be friendly. She has to be friendly. And to the extent I would give more time to a friendly 5 than an unfriendly 10. Because, you know, you taking my energy to try to make you, I mean, just as simple as hello, or, you know, good morning, what's up? However I want to greet you, it is very annoying. I mean, like I'm almost immediately disinterested in someone who can't respond to just a friendly gesture. And there's a lot of women, and I know women, you know, depending on situations and their relationships with men, they get some of these dusty Negroes that is not doing the right thing, call them out of their name, etc.
Right.
But, and so they, you know, they wall up to where I ain't, you know, you be in the gas station. How you doing, sister? Nothing. Immediate turn off for me. Just in the game of just dealing with women, you gotta be friendly. And it goes to also, Fresh, we said it on several episodes before, women choose. So even if you make yourself vulnerable, or you may feel yourself to be vulnerable, to let a man into a very mild conversation, you waiting in line in the grocery store and you make conversation, and you decide to make conversation with that man. That man can't force himself to make conversation with you. He can't force, you know what I'm saying, you to give him your contact information. So women choose to do that. We campaign. We're out here, we campaign it because it's plentiful.
They cast a vote.
Yeah, right.
You campaign, they cast a vote.
Exactly. And
right.
They, you know, they're the ones that have to, and I guess that's why a lot of women haven't really developed that confidence to feel like they can be friendly, at least. I mean, you don't have to be cheerful all the time, you know what I'm saying? But just, you know, make a conscious effort to put yourself in a position to where if someone is extending kindness, it's just like on the alpha male episode, where a woman should probably know if a guy is genuine with what he's saying and not trying to be disrespectful. Everyone has their own levels of respect that they command or demand. And look, I don't care what kind of mood you're in. Good morning, a smile, you know what I'm saying? A woman may not know what my motives are, but just be friendly.
Yeah, I mean, being friendly is excuse me. Being friendly is definitely a positive. However, I will disagree with you on just about most of everything what you just said, because I mean women. Because women are really up under no obligation to give us a time of day. I mean, if they don't want to talk, that's their prerogative. If they want to give you the side eye, that's their prerogative. Not under any obligation to put a smile on their face to try to appease men. And I think that's part of the issue that women have to fight. It's like, they're expected to put on this particular face to garner our particular attention. So in that regard, I disagree with you. However, there's a second part of that too that I think the reason why some women are like that, because man, a lot of motherfuckers out here are just some creepy dudes, man. So it's like women step into situations where they may have had situations where they've experienced less than stellar treatment at the hands and at the minds of men. So they're apprehensive when it comes to stuff like that. So, I just kind of meet people where they are when it comes.
It doesn't like, I won't immediately be, like embarrassed or anything. Like it won't offend me per se, but it from an attraction standpoint, dealing with attraction.
Yes,
so what makes a woman attractive to me is she has to have that piece in order for me to at least gravitate towards her in whatever setting that we're in. Whether it can be over a text or whatever, you still feel someone's energy off of that.
Yeah, I get it.
So it's any means of communication from that standpoint.
I get it. So one thing that I will say is really, really big to me, and the friendliness aspect of it is like I expect, I kind of expect to get what I give in regards to the friendliness portion of it. But if I don't, I mean, I'm cool with that too. You just keep it moving. And this is not necessarily, I don't want to get into what I like too much, but I do want to kind of put out there, some of the things that I know that men of my age, when I say my age, I mean, 5 to 7 years above, 7 to 10 years below. That's kind of like my age range, people that I know. Besides, the young I talk to.
Yeah.
I will say that, having a grasp on the amount of conflict that's in your life is definitely, when I think I said this on the show before, man, you got to be peaceful. You have to have your life can't be in chaos. Can't be any drama. I think that's something that that men learn from women only after they get the friendliness back that you're talking about. You have to be able to ask the right questions, and if you got a bunch of drama in your life, it's not really attractive. And I know there's some women out there like, well, men do the same thing, man. Okay, fine, shut up. I know. Do your own show about what makes men attractive.
Right.
But seriously though. And I mean, I say that in jest, but I'm serious as fuck at the same time. But having drama in your life, always having something going on that's not conducive to producing any useful results. To me, that's drama. Drama is like it doesn't have any concrete use. There's no foundation from which you can build on. It's just drama for the sake of drama. And I think too, what makes a woman attractive is the energy and the vibe. And I know those are things that are really, really abstract. But they're to me, they're, I won't say tangible, but they're palatable from an emotional and spiritual standpoint. When people can feel the type of energy that you bring into the room. I hate using the term ghetto, but sometimes that's the type of energy that can be put off. That there is a type of energy that some people look and describe as quote unquote ghetto. And like I said, it's not my term. It's not a term I really like to use.
Just use ratchet or something.
Yeah, ratchet or unrefined. Let's put it like that. That, you know, it's unrefined. That type of energy is a no to me. You know, I'd rather have somebody that may not necessarily be as refined as you like, but wants to kind of tuck that in because they're trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they're trying to get there. They understand that, hey, maybe I'm out of my element on some things, but I want to be a little bit more, you know, more functional within that element and learn some things. And with that, they exude a level of confidence about where they are at that particular time. Because to me, and this is just a freshism, you know, to me, I think a lot of this ratchetness and shit is actually done because people don't have the confidence to be anything else. You know, whether they know that they can be something else or whatever. But I think a lot of times it's because they lack the confidence to be some of the other things that they see, because there's plenty of examples. There are plenty of examples, you know, from a female perspective that are projecting, that are positive, that are, you know, some of the things that we're speaking. There's plenty of them. There's not a shortage of them. So, you know, I think that a lot of times some of the behavior patterns and even some of the shit that I was talking about that goes on social media in regards to, you know, I'm gonna find a man, I'm a man, the level of desperation in short is what it comes off, you know, to me.
Yeah.
The level of desperation that's shown, I think it's because people don't have confidence. They don't have the confidence to actually be what they really are or be what they really want to be. You know, nobody wants to work to be, you know, because it's work. It is literally work to be somebody's mate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
It's fucking work. Do you understand what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
It is a hard fucking job. You just don't wake up and you got a fucking husband. You don't just wake up and you are a husband. You don't just wake up and you are. That shit is fucking work.
Yeah.
And I think that, you know, there's a lot of misguided shit out here to where, you know, you think that you're going to say this magic prayer and you're going to get this man that's everything in the world to you, or vice versa. I don't think men think that way. Men know that you kind of eat what you kill, and you hunt. You got to go out there. Just like you said, we campaign it. Women choose. And I think the lack of confidence is a lack of understanding that they do choose. Like you said, I mean, women do choose. You know, you get caught up with these flaky ass motherfuckers out here because you choosing wrong. And I know that, you know, I'm not victim blaming or any shit like that. But what I'm saying is that women need to have the confidence to understand it's like, okay, I can choose the type of man that I want, but it's only going to come through having the level of attraction that attracts the right person. And not saying that everybody that's attracted to you is the right person. It's going to take the certain level of pretty. It's like, you know, once you get past the attraction, do you keep yourself up? Do you take care of yourself? All that shit is pretty. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know plenty of beautiful people that aren't necessarily, you know, they put on makeup and they're still not really
physically pretty.
I mean, I know plenty of people like that. So what I'm saying is, it's like, you know, how do you function within that realm of pretty? Do you act like you look? Because you know, that's what takes you to the beautiful level, because that pretty shit is not always going to be there.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times women give you what they want to receive too. So a lot of the negativity that comes back to them is what you you put out what you're getting back. And I think that's something that we all do, and it's something that we should all reflect upon. Like, okay, what am I doing wrong, type of thing. I think that's what women go through is, you know, a ghetto chick knows she might want a ghetto dude, and so she'll turn that ratchet up to 10 You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she wants to attract. But if she meets me or you, she won't get that. So she didn't know how to turn that filter on and off. And I think that's where maybe a lot of women sort of lose out. Another thing is,
she gonna meet me. I see that shit coming a mile away, bro. I got a motherfucking radar that sweeps the county, and lets me know the highest concentration of ghetto shit I pass.
Ghetto GPS.
I got motherfucking ghetto GPS, dude, and I'm hitting alternate route.
Yeah,
I don't want this.
I hear you. Yeah, U-turn. But we also the numbers, the ratio. So I think a woman also knows that, but damn, if I mess this up,
it's competition.
You know, he got 10 more behind me before I find the next one. So
which is crazy though, dog. You know, that line of thinking to me is ridiculous, because we're all uniquely gifted, uniquely suited, you know, by whoever you think your creator is. And you know, I feel like that, you know, I got another saying, man. I just keep doing me. Somebody's eventually gonna feel that shit. You know, there may be saying that still to where there's still a certain level of refinement that you need to have because we are a society of norms and things like that. You still have to have a certain level of polish, you know, to a degree. But at the same time, and if I wouldn't worry about how many anybody got, man. If you got hoes, you got hoes. It's like that. That's this is what it is. But at the same time, I mean, I'm not competing with anybody because it's like I know what I am. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table, which brings me to the second part of the confidence thing. And I feel like that women that are operating within their gifts, man, are truly attractive, pretty, and beautiful. You know, they don't have to fake that. Like if you have natural talent, or if you have, you know, ambition, and you have drive, and you're applying that in your everyday life to get to a goal, that shit is so you go from pretty to sexy in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Those type of things are definitely attractive, because, and you know, women for the most part like men with ambition. And you know, but what women don't understand is that, you know, there's a lot of men out here that really love ambitious women that are out there doing their thing. Like, you know, you don't have to stand behind me. You can stand right beside me, you know. And if you're doing your thing and I'm a couple steps behind, I'm gonna pick up my pace. I'm gonna walk faster.
That's right.
So it's like, you know, I mean, you have to find and see, the problem is finding a man that's comfortable enough to say that shit, like, damn, I need to step my game up. You know, my woman's skipping a little bit faster than what I am right now. Get my skip up and catch up. But you know, having the confidence and the ambition to chase after the things that you want is definitely attractive. You know, to me as a man, and just, you know, to see a woman operating within her gifts. And not taking no shit about it, and just going out there and knocking shit down. That's really that's really and truly attractive, you know, in my eyes, man.
I like a woman that you feel like she about to fix your plate. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to necessarily be the best cook, but she just that nurturing, you know, quality as well. I really cherish a woman that you feel like if you got a cold, you know, she's just gonna be there. And when you do fall, you know what I was thinking, the best couple to me that this sort of sums up what maybe an attraction looks like is Martin and Gina. If you just think about the show Martin, Gina, man, I mean, I know they were in their 20s type of thing, and so they would be 20 so years younger now. But if you just think about their relationship on camera, and how when you talk about ambition, she was like, you know, vice president. What she, you know, she was the educated one of the two, if you formally educated, if you will. And you could see how their relationship, they always stayed themselves. You know what I'm saying? her best friend was Pam, not to go through the whole show, but her best friend and her husband were always at each other's necks. But that was still her girl, you know what I'm saying? But it was still received. And I think they appreciated their differences. You know what I'm saying? They were able to accept the differences that, you know, in their, as far as their personalities. And I just when I watch that show, man, I just feel like, wow, Gina was almost like, she was like the model girlfriend at that time, you know what I'm saying? That you would want to have. It had your back, all those qualities for me. I don't know, just throw that out there.
Yeah, I guess, man. It's like, I'm a Martin fan too, but I never really thought of it that way. You know, if I had to pick out and this, I mean, we're going way to the left on this shit, but if I had to pick out a character, man, I would probably pick Claire Huxtable, bro.
Oh yeah.
It would probably be my, if I had to build one from scratch, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, Claire,
because she's naturally pretty, ambitious, nurturing, intelligent, don't take no shit, educated. It's like everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, damn, they're perfect. You know what I'm saying? We think about it.
But
that's TV. They wrote her perfectly. But I'm just saying,
yeah.
If and if anybody don't know who the fuck Claire Huxtable is, man, you definitely listen to the wrong.
I know, rock. Yeah.
Podcast. So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean that is something that is and the funny thing about this, and we had that podcast on Cosby and shit a couple years ago. That is still some of the, I mean, that is something that, regardless of the type of shit that he's been accused of, that is classic material that our community to this day still needs to see in that kind of medium. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, he is what he is, or what you think he is, or what you think he is not. But at the same time, that show, it showed some of the very first powerful positive images, for years and years and years that we needed to see. So nonetheless, moving on from that, I will say this, man, the attraction is different from, because I know I made mention of sexy before. There's levels to sexy and attractiveness too, because it's like you can see somebody and not know them, not know them from Jack, and they can have on something that is sexy.
Right.
There's a point in when you're actually within a interpersonal romantic type of relationship with a woman where she does certain things that are sexy that you didn't know were there before. Like I said, when you have people operating within their gifts and just doing things to make shit happen, that's a different level of sexy in my eyes. So so women, if you're listening to this, number one, quit putting shit out on Facebook, man, because you look desperate when you do that shit. I mean, you really, they. It gets me, it's like now, around February, it's all the Valentine's Day shit and all that. You see all these, I mean, bruh, it's really fucking pitiful. It really looks pitiful to me. And again, like, I'm not trying to make light of anybody's emotional plight, because like I said, with COVID, I mean, we've had less opportunity to be amongst each other and to
convene,
and just to be social. So I know it's rough out there, but at the same time, this shit is, I mean, it looks bad. I mean, that's if I could just be frank about it, it looks really, really bad. It looks really, really desperate. So if you want to, I don't want to say if you want to be more attractive, because that sounds horrible. It sounds presumptuous, but those types of things are not attractive. Putting all your, being an emotional, using an emotional paintbrush to paint your life on social media is some very unattractive shit. And I don't care what your booty look like. That the rest of that shit is unattractive. You know what I'm saying? I see plenty of ass on IG, but the substance just makes you be like, yeah, it's nice ass. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, it's about 10 more behind that one.
Right. So you got to step your attraction game up. Just quit looking so damn desperate. I feel for you, but damn,
Yeah, I mean, confidence is something that they have to. Someone would have to really want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like you can tell them, don't do that. But if that's what works for those in which they attract, then it will work for them. You know what I'm saying? It just goes to, you said it earlier, it means something different. It's like, it's like beauty. It's in the eye of the beholder. So attraction, this is what I want to put out. Right. We just hate to see it. Now, for those women who are more in line with maybe how we are and how we talk or whatever, stop that shit. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Stop.
Yeah. Just stop.
Because the thing is it'll be the same women out there complaining, but I get all these DMs, I get this,
right,
and I get this, that. I'm like, what you expect to get? I mean, number one, you put your ass out, you put your breasts out, it's like people gonna be, they'll be like, damn, let me go ahead and let me shoot my shot. You got people pulling up from half court shooting their shot because you're not putting the right shit out there. And to me, I don't get the mentality, man. But again, we're in a different age. Everybody wants the immediate gratification.
Yeah,
it is what it is, man. So, but like I said, just to sum it up, man, my biggest things, other than the shit, all the other shit that I've said, but if I had to sum it up in three things, beyond the levels, beyond attraction, pretty, beautiful, beyond that, with a little sexy sprinkled in on it. Beyond that, if I had to sum it up, no drama, great energy, confidence.
Yeah.
I figure out all the other shit after that. You know what I'm saying? Because the woman's gonna decide whether or not you having sex with her or not. So
yeah,
why am I even thinking about that? I'm probably thinking about it, but it is what it is. It'll happen if when it'll happen, if it'll happen. But no drama, great energy and vibe is in that category. Energy / and confidence, man. Because I feel like that a lot of those other things that we were talking about are going to come, the common interests and those things, you're going to find that out because these three things are going to invite you to ask the questions. And ladies, you got to realize that if a man really wants you, he's going to be just like what your boy Darius Love said. He said, yeah, he was like, I'm digging you like a grave or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, if he's really digging you, he's going to be digging into your psyche and your mind and your emotions to find out, do all those things line up with what I want? If he ain't asking you no questions, he just want to hit.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a good recap, man. I just add my one word again. All that, a woman still has to have some type of friendly behavior within that. And so to be inviting, for that to work, to me, you have to be inviting to some extent, because again, you cast the line and you reel them in. You just reel them right on in. But
is that
have some type of
Is that fucked up social media shit friendliness though, man? Because that's a line that they're casting. They throw that shit out there.
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying is, don't nobody want a bitch. Somebody's just gonna be mean mugging. That's all I'm saying. Just, I'd rather see a smile than a frown. It can be that simple. Yeah. Is what I'm saying. Is if you're in a more social environment to where you can meet and talk with people. And if you're not the type to meet and talk with people, well, then you might need to find some type of something within yourself to say, you know what, if I'm not making myself pretty, to draw that in. All right. Let's say she got on a dress, she looks pretty or whatever. She's not as confident, but she looks nice. Men are going to come to her, right, in a certain setting. Now, what's your game? What's your game now? Because if you born as shit, and if you don't have any type of friendly characteristics, friendly just means I'm open and willing. I'm an active listener right now. You have my undivided attention in our space. If I don't feel that way, I'm going to be very disinterested very quickly.
I mean, to me, that falls up under what I was saying. That's energy and vibe to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That falls into that particular category for me.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I think I differ with you a little bit because I like a little bit of bitch sprinkled into that shit, man. I like a little bit. Just a little.
I don't want to pry. I don't want to pry somebody.
I mean, no. What I'm saying is, I guess.
I mean, you don't have to be up under here for me. You know what I'm saying? But
I like strategic bitchiness. Let's put it like that, because the women that I've met that have that particular characteristic are actually also exceedingly witty and smart, which is also something that I really, really like. I love smart women. So, a little bit of edge to it, and I hate using the word, bitch or whatever, but I think that except when it applies, but I think that bitchiness, if you will, it comes with some there's some positivity that can be run out of that particular characteristic, and like I said, it normally comes with wittiness, with humor, with
sense of humor. That's another,
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I like a little bit of that in, because you have to be down. You got to be down on some of those levels to be able to cultivate some of that sense of humor, whether it's dry, whether it's witty, whether it's abstract type of sense of humor. So like I said, you got to have a little bit of that bitchiness kind of sprinkled in. You gotta be able to take it there. And a lot of times too, that bitchiness can be turned up a notch and really can save your ass sometimes, man. I mean, it's good to have an advocate that can think.
Oh yeah,
that's quick-witted, that can think and can really, it can be a positive. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying all you crazy bitches out there, don't be emailing me. I said a sprinkle.
There's a difference. Yeah,
I said a sprinkle, man. I said a sprinkle. But I mean, I say it in jest, but I mean, I'm really serious about it, man. I mean, women have dealt with so much from, they get it from white America, corporate America, and then black men are not necessarily the support system and the backbone that they need all the time. So there is a level of strength that is built there, and sometimes it's misconstrued as bitchiness. But that's the kind of shit that I kind of welcome, that I take it as a challenge to try to break down and to try to use those qualities as actual assets, because experience is a great teacher, and experience on a lot of different levels makes a great mate as well. You can't know it all and be it all and do it all. It's great to have a partner that has traveled a similar type of road. So no doubt. So all right, man, no drama, lots of energy, the good vibe, confidence, man. You got anything else that you want to add, man?
Nah, man, I think we said it all. I think we said it all. So hope, like I said earlier, hope we get some feedback to some extent, just to hear what's out there. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be posting this one probably a little bit more than I would post some of the other ones, because I definitely enjoy the banter that comes with it. And like I said, I mean, we not some woman hating dudes out here, so people gonna look at the title and be like, "Oh, look, these motherfuckers talking shit." It's not even. It ain't even really like that. We enjoy the discourse. We enjoy the. We enjoy learning what women actually think, because that is what moves. That's what moves our from a Black community perspective, the understanding of each other is what moves our community and our culture forward. So it's not like, those who take this episode the wrong way are just gonna do it. You the stupid motherfuckers that we talking about any goddamn way. But people that truly understand what we're talking about, we'll understand exactly what we're talking about. This isn't a critique. It's basically it's a point of reflection to where men and women both can kind of reevaluate what their expectations are of each other, and perhaps it can help us get on one accord and help us laugh a little bit too, because all this shit is subjective and it's said in jest. That's why we have a fucking podcast, man. It's just
right.
It's a fucking podcast.
Exactly.
Don't get over yourself. Don't get all mad. Don't come to me with that bullshit, man. You already know. Don't come to me with that bullshit.
You gave him the phone number, man. So,
but no, I ain't doing the phone number no more, man. But they can have ICBWpodcast.com. And I got tired of getting texts in the middle of the night. Motherfuckers be listening to podcasts because they can't sleep, and all of a sudden
yeah.
I get tired of that shit, bro. but ICBWpodcast@gmail.com, man. Or you can hit us up on Instagram at ICBW Podcast, Facebook, ICBW Podcast. Leave a comment on the video, on the YouTube channel. Well, however you want to get at us, we'll get at us. But again, like I said, engage with caution, man. Don't come to me with no bullshit, because I'm a rationally thinking person, and I'll talk to anybody. But you come to me with some bullshit.
Yeah.
It is. I crack myself up, man, when I say shit like that, because I'm sounding all gangster and shit, right? But I ain't really like that. But I mean,
you're looking like Suge Knight, so it is what it is.
I will cuss a motherfucker out though if they stupid, because I just don't like stupid people, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't like stupid people, and I don't like people that want to be spoon fed information. It's like, man, I spent a lifetime trying to learn the shit that I know and to do the shit that I do. You think I'm just gonna hand the shit? Yeah, that's a whole nother show.
Hey, man.
But yeah, man. We're, as you can tell, we're on YouTube now. We're but we're still on Google Podcasts, in addition to Apple Podcasts, all the audio places that you would normally get the show. Spotify, Stitcher, those places like that. A few other places that have taken the RSS feed and uploaded it, and we appreciate that. Just be on the lookout for more great content, man. We're enjoying the video medium. We're able to actually do a little bit more with it and reach more people this way too. So, we just want to try to keep keep the folks within our culture together, within our community together, have some rough and tough conversations, but make progress, and at the same time, and also entertain you. So, if you like it, man, hit the subscribe button, like the video. All of the other shit, y'all know how it goes on YouTube, man. So do all that shit, and if not, that's cool too. That's cool too. So
no, they ain't cool. Shit, let them like and subscribe. Shit.
Yeah, like and subscribe. But what I'm saying, I go twist nobody's arm for this shit, man. It's like they should know quality when they hear it.
Yeah.
And hopefully they're they fucking with us. But also, yeah. Go to Apple Podcasts, man. I haven't had the opportunity to load up all of the audio up on YouTube yet, man, because it's gonna take a minute for me to get to all the episodes and to be able to get them up there, because I got to make thumbnails for all of them and all the other shit, because I want it to be in order where people can actually view it. But in the meantime, man, go to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, whatever platform that you have, and check out some of the old episodes, man. I think that you'll really be, if you're new, you'll understand exactly where the show is coming from. Because if you just clicked on the first 3 to 4 episodes on video, you'd be like, who are these motherfuckers that think they are? What the fuck are they talking about? What I'm saying? But if you listen to the old shit, you'll understand how we got to this particular point. It is really like a fucking Netflix series of podcasts. You got to binge listen, and then you'll understand exactly who the fuck we are and why we're saying what we're saying. So, to all of our old listeners that have picked up on the video shit, man, we appreciate you rocking with us, man. And we're at a point where we hopefully can continue to bring you some quality content and keep everything moving, bro.
Be good, be safe, and behave, brother.
All right, man. We out. Peace.
Peace, bro.
All right, man.